All right, guys, so welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross 3. Today I have a couple things to show you. The first one being the new track editor DLC. Takes a total of like 30 seconds to show you, so we'll show you real quick what the track editor DLC is, and then get into the good stuff, which is the biggest Dragon's Back of all time. It's maybe it's a slight overhype, but it's pretty sweet. I'm really happy with the track, so let's jump into this and check out the track editor DLC first. Pretty much what we have here is you get a new option in track editor. You have the customization tab, and here you can customize the tough blocks, the start gate, the finish line, and the leaderboard or leader pillar on the track. You can change the colors to the different neon color options you have here. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. I mean, it's cool, but it is $3, so I don't really feel like it's worth it. If you have the season pass, great, but I mean, it's just cosmetic. It's not as if we're getting new track editor pieces or new stadiums or anything like that. So I just wanted to show you that real quick, but let's jump into the actual track. All right, so here we have it, the track I was talking about a couple days ago. This is the biggest Dragon's Back track, and you will see here coming up. But I'm actually really happy with how this track turned out. I didn't really have a plan for it. The only plan I had was to put the ginormous Dragon's Back in, and this rhythm section here is really long, but it's the only section on the track that has line choice. There is a few different ways you can hit it. I do show you at least 2 different ways, but here we go. This is the Dragon's Back. And we do mess it up here, but I do show you a better run through it. It's really odd because, I mean, realistically, it's not realistic at all, but we do kind of tap the back wheel over every one and then hop off, and then we hit that corner on the start straight, hit the triple, and then we're right back into the flow again. The rest of the track, I feel like it was fun because this track, I don't know, it was really fun for me to ride. Usually I'm kind of, it came out okay, but I'm really happy with this track. It's not realistic. I mean, it has some realistic parts to it, but for the most part, it's not. I mean, we have this ginormous double that you just barely get. And then we have this big section of whoops where they're really spaced out, but you're carrying so much speed off of that big double that even having them spaced out, it did work. Have a big double here, and then this double here is actually tough to get. I do case it a few times, but here I'll show you. You can get it. You just have to have a pretty good run out of the corner. The double pre-made Dragon's Back, and that is pretty much a lap. Now, I do believe on the second run here it's pretty much the same, but we do hit that big rhythm section in the back here a different way. So, I believe there's like 4 different ways you can hit this section. So you saw the first way, and then we'll show you a different way here. We step onto the table, off, triple, and then you are jumping off of the first table. And then here, you can actually hop over these whoops and then triple over those half whoops, which I do believe we do in a lap somewhere here. But I do mess up the Dragon's Back here too because it is really weird. Obviously, the game isn't really meant to be played that way, but the way the physics work, you can kind of make it happen. Now, I have seen sections where guys have built the... It's kind of like a staircase a bit where, you know, it ascends upwards, but I haven't seen one to that extreme. So, oh yeah, here we hit it a bit different. We step on and then step off. But overall, I mean, I was really happy with it. And I do have a lap here where we do kind of really push the physics of the game through this whoop section. I believe it's the next lap. I'm not sure. It's pretty crazy because you're carrying so much speed off of that double that jumps over the track that things get a bit weird here. And we do get the double. Not there, but in the next lap I do hit it better for you because it bothered me. It was tough, but it's not so tough that you can't do it. You just have to have a run out of that corner, and then it's not so bad. I believe it is this lap where we hit that whoop section really weird, and you'll just have to see. But overall, yeah, you'll have to let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. I mean, it's not supposed to be a realistic track. It has some realistic aspects to it, but it's not. It's meant to just be fun. It was so much fun for me to play. And like I said, usually, you know, I'm okay with my tracks, but I don't feel like they're great. And I'm not saying this is a great track, the best track ever, but it was fun. It was fun. It had challenging sections. I mean, the Dragon's Back here, especially if you're racing with somebody, that's going to be huge because it's super easy to mess it up. It's really easy to mess it up, and then if you mess it up early, you're going to lose over a second probably per lap. So, pretty big a deal. This double here is really easy to miss, and if you miss that, you miss this entire section, kind of, because it is built to be a higher speed section. So we just, I don't know, there is a bunch of tough stuff, and I feel like the track has two different feelings to it. You have the slower paced, more methodical, have to pick it apart. Oh yeah, right here, right there. Yeah, got a bit weird there. But we are pushing the physics of the game a bit, so it doesn't surprise me that sometimes you have a weird moment or two. But like I was saying, it does have two different feels to it. You have the slower pace, multiple line choice early, and then the Dragon's Back, and then shortly after the Dragon's Back, you have the faster pace, more, you know, send it. Really get a good run out of the corner to clear. So I feel like the track has two different feelings to it, and I feel like that makes it kind of fun. It could kind of suit anybody. You have a bit more realistic with having some line choice here and more of a traditional build, even though the rhythm section is very long. But then you have the faster pace and the bigger jumps and the more fantasy type kind of build. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a plan. I just kind of went with it. My only plan was to try and get this Dragon's Back, and there you see we kind of mess up, and then you can just hop out over it. But yeah, I feel like it came out pretty good. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below. But it is on PC. I haven't validated it yet. I might do it. If you guys want to try it, let me know, and I will validate it. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.